For cheap gold, items and other boosts for Diablo 4, visit aoeah.com. Check out the link in the description, you get 3% off with the code ARIAT. Hello and welcome everybody. In this guide I show you my Hammer of the Ancients Barb build, which also can be changed into a Whirlwind Barb easily. You can play the same HOTA build for PvE and PvP, you maybe will use different weapons for each. Most dangerous opponents are rogues and other HOTA-Barbs. Although the gameplay looks simple, you will need some skill to defeat serious opponents. Timing and cooldowns decide many duels. Let's start with the skill tree. 2 points in lunging strike just to unlock the core skills. Then we maximize the Furious Hammer of the Ancients. That's very important. For each Fury point we will get 1% increased damage. That's huge in the end. In the defensive skills we need Tactical Rallying Cry and Tactical Iron Skin with 1 point, and 1 into Challenging Shout. Further 3 each in Imposing Presence and Martial Vigor. Then we skill Power War Cry with 1 point, and the passive skills Booming Voice, Swiftness and Prolific Fury get 3 points each. We need all extra fury and resource generation we can get. In the weapon masteries, 3 points in Pit Fighter and Counter-Offensive, and we also skill Warrior Steel Grasp with 1 point. We can use this to pull enemies, that's both useful in PvP and PvE. We don't play an ultimate skill, but some more passive skills, each with 3 points. Tempered Fury, Invigorating Fury, Wallop and Concussion. The key passive is Unbridled Rage. All in all, the skill tree looks like this. We can use Lunging Strike and Hammer of the Ancients on the 2 mouse buttons and Iron Skin plus Shouts on the other buttons, but I prefer to go without basic attack and take Steel Grasp instead of Lunging Strike. We will generate fury with our Shouts, and while berserking we can continuously attack without any loss. Also we want short cooldowns on our Shouts, so we can recharge fast when getting empty. But we can use that time for pulling some monsters. Now the Paragon system. We play the board's Decimator, Weapons Master, Warbinger and Carnage. They get arranged like shown in the picture. We also need the Glyphs Exploit, Undaunted, Martial, Territorial and Wrath. Wrath is important for fury generation and Martial for the shout cooldowns. The others could maybe also vary, but I go fine with those ones. In the starting board we have Territorial for damage and damage reduction and all the rare nodes. In the Decimator board we sock the glyph Undaunted. We will be fortified most time, so this is some more damage and damage reduction. In the Weapons Master board we put the glyph Wrath. Especially important for PvP is the rare node Hunter Killer, because other players are rated as elite. Then we take the Warbinger board with the Glyph Exploit for making enemies vulnerable by hitting them. We also will need all the Fury nodes on that board. We can take the other 2 rare nodes on the way as well. On this board we also want to have the Legendary node. Last but not least we have Carnage with the Glyph Martial. You maybe could also play the board Flawless Technique instead, or Bone Breaker. Now the equipment. Here you can see the aspects I use. Most of them are quite clear, I think. We want to get out much damage, and attack speed is important as well. Very significant are the ring aspects. We need them to have short cooldowns and high resource generation. Damage reduction and unstoppable on Iron Skin is also definitely worth. Now let's talk about the affixes. Best on helm is Max Fury, cooldown reduction, life and armor. I use the aspect to generate Fortify. On the chest I would like to have more different damage reduction affixes instead of damage, or maybe also life. Most important on gloves are 4 skills, attack speed and critical strike chance. For the pants we want the same as for the chest armor, damage reduction, life and armor. On boots, movement speed, cost reduction and Fortify generation are welcome. For the amulet we want movement speed, cooldown reduction and cost reduction. On the rings we are looking for Max Fury, resource generation, critical strike chance and some more damage affixes. Looking at the weapons, you prefer axes. Most targets you wanna smash with one hit, so damage against healthy is useful, especially in PvP. For farming, swords with critical strike chance will also work fine. Your bludgeoning weapon should have high weapon damage and you wanna have useful damage affixes all around. Strength is also very strong, and if needed for the Paragon board, all stats can be fine too. In the slashing slot, you can also play Ancient's Oath. In PvE, you benefit from the extra chains, so you can pull more monsters. In PvP, you can slow your opponents, but I don't use it in every matchup. For switching to Whirlwind, you should have some change equipment with the corresponding aspects of course. Changing the skill tree is not the deal at all, but here also the Paragon system is easy. Exchange the glyph Undaunted to Sea Thing and take away the complete left arm on the Warbinger board. You will instead put the points into Destroyer on the Decimator board and then add the Blood Rage board to the top. There you want to get the legendary note and the most important rare notes. You could of course do some further fine tuning, but for fast switch, changing the glyph and adding the board will be fine. All in all, the Whirlwind Barb then is not exactly like in my last guide, but small difference don't matter too much when the core is standing. You will always find my actual build versions in the Max Roll Planner, the link is in the description below. Some words about the gameplay. Best in PvE is to pull enough monsters together, cast all shouts and then just smash everything down. Always use your shouts when several monsters are around you to reduce cooldowns. For strong enemies, keep your Iron Skin ready. In case of doubts, stay safe and wait for your cooldowns. Like that, you can easily run 70 plus dungeons. For PvP, always drink an elixir before. More armor is fine, but the best is more maximum resources. Remember, this increases our damage as well. Lower costs, increased attack speed or more maximum life can also be used if you have nothing better. Be careful with rogues, there are so-called HOTA killer builds that work with twisting blades and high poison damage. Use the chains to slow them and go for short attack waves. Always check the damage you get in, and when you see his life shrinking you can go for a smashdown, but always keep an eye on the incoming damage. When he tries to escape, pull and finish him. When matching serious enemies, use evade and watch the timing of your attacks and cooldowns. This will decide many duels, and skillful movement can even make you beat an enemy who's better equipped. Attack speed is also an important factor, but in the end, timing can beat speed. Ideally you have both good timing and high attack speed. You can still watch the gameplay clips to the end. I say goodbye at this point, take care and may the loot be with you.
So, ich gehe jetzt aber gleich erstmal ins Bett. Hab halt Zeit.
Follow me. Thanks. Goodbye.